The year was 1954. With their sturdy, broken-down microphones, they were headed for greatness in the American West. Jack and Ron in the morning. If you don't laugh like this, you're probably normal.
The following entertainment special contains mature subject matter. Parents may consider some of the program content unsuitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
It's the bad voice of radio.
Oh, so glad to be here. It's Jack Dam Elliott, Ron Dam Williams, America's two favorite jackasses.
How you doing?
The trash of the broadcast industry, the garbage of the broadcast community, and by God, we're proud of it.
You know, every once in a while when you say something like that, I expect somebody to come in here and say, no, that's not true. They never do.
I mean, what I speak is the truth. Hey, thanks for joining us here. We are at Othello's Italian Restaurant in Edmond on 1 South Broadway, historic downtown Edmond. Great place, great restaurant. And today, Monday, build your own pasta. That's where you get to choose the pasta you want, choose the sauce you want, choose the protein you want. So maybe you want like penne pasta with red sauce and chicken. You can do that. That's a good one. Even Richard, the producer's going, yeah, that's the one I want. And you know what? It's only $12.50 for that. I mean, there's plenty of fast food restaurants you can't go to and get away for that. So keep that in mind. And Othello's is a fine, fine Italian restaurant. I love it up here.
All right. And a couple of things I wanted to go ahead and acknowledge right now because, you know, we do our podcast on Mondays.
Sure we do.
Congratulations to the Oklahoma University softball team, World Series champions 3 years in a row.
Excellent.
And they did a great job, according to those who are supposed to know. The city brought in, because of the World Series being at the Hall of Fame Center, $25 million to Oklahoma City.
Bunch of money. That's great.
So congratulations to those guys. And also today, believe it or not, it's Superman Day.
Did not know that.
Yeah, it's Superman Day, and it's like, okay, now what?
So what
you
do you
try to stop a speeding bullet? Don't think so.
I don't think so either. But hey, congratulations to all the people who've played Superman over the years. Christopher Reeves at one point. Who was the original Superman?
George Reeves.
George Reeves, and then Christopher Reeves. And who most recently? Anybody else?
Mike. Doggone it. Cavill. Cavell.
Yeah, something Cavell.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
anyway,
and he's no longer Superman.
That's true.
Yeah, he's
moved on.
For whatever reasons there are, he's gone, and now they're looking for a new Superman. So we'll see what. But I've gotten used to that guy now.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do something right before we got to do Too Tough Trivia real quick. Oh, by the way,
Too Tough Trivia,
coming up, we've got email. We've got some great audio. In fact, we have audio of the coming up of the OU women's softball team winning that championship. In addition to that, we got news of the I'll Be Damned, Sleezy Trashy Show Biz report, dumbass joke, TriBond, and more. But first, I just want to see if everybody picks up on this. What I was thinking is I'm going to go to Kohl's to buy a North Face jacket and then pick up something to eat over there at Chick-fil-A and then head to Target to buy some Bud Light. And maybe after that, go to dinner at Cracker Barrel. Anybody picking up on what that's all about? You got it, Richard? You figured it out?
What I want to say, I don't.
See, you want to say the same thing I want to say.
Okay, here's what it is. All those companies are being boycotted by people who are pissed off that they have gone ahead and endorsed or at least support LGBTQ and the gay community and all that. You've heard about the Bud Light, right? You've heard about Cracker Barrel, Kohl's, North Face. What else did I mention?
Cracker Barrel supported too?
Yes, Cracker Barrel is too. Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
I thought Chick-fil-A was like anti it.
No. They sort of were, but because they were boycotted a year or two ago about that, they came forth and said, no, we believe in inclusion.
What about Hobby Lobby?
Hobby Lobby, haven't heard a word about them, but I will say Garth Brooks owns a bar in Nashville. Now they're protesting him because they sell Bud Light at his bar.
See, I think that is absolutely crazy.
Insane.
That's aggressive.
What was that guy, the idiot, Kid Rock? that shot the 6-pack carton or case of the, and they slowed it down. I'm trying to remember. It was he comes on Sunday nights last week or whatever it is, that show on HBO, and they said, now see, slow it down, and they showed where there were 2 other shots, larger shots, that actually destroyed the beer. It wasn't Kid Rock's little AK-47 or whatever, it was something else, but you had to slow it down to see it. And I said, you know what? Now that's fake.
Well, here's what Garth Brooks, in response to these people saying they're not going to support his bar in Nashville because he serves Bud Light, he says they're a bunch of assholes. That's exactly what he said. Yeah. I'm like, way to go, Garth. And here's something else. Some of those people are saying, well, the hell with Garth Brooks music. So what are you going to do? Destroy the CDs you bought years ago of Garth Brooks? He doesn't care. You already paid for him. He's got the money.
And it's not only that. Why would you go ahead and somebody, an icon like Garth Brooks, now all of a sudden, wait a minute, Bud Light, LBJ2M 5645, whatever. No. And you're going to go ahead and just throw away the money that you've already spent. I mean, it's stupid and it's crazy.
The other thought I was just going to throw this out there, and don't get all PO'd at us. It's just that my feeling is this too shall pass. I mean, Target's not going to die. Budweiser's not going out of business. Chick-fil-A will remain. Look at it this way. Back when Muhammad Ali became a conscientious objector and would not go into the military.
Wait a minute.
He said he wouldn't fight in that Vietnam War.
That's for Ali.
Later, what happened? Everybody said we should have never been in Vietnam to begin with, right? Okay, and then everybody condemned him and all. But yet what happened in 1996? Muhammad Ali was the man who lit the Olympic torch to kick things off in Atlanta.
And not only that.
And he became this worldwide icon.
And not only that, now people are looking back, his reason for refusing as a conscientious objector is because he was a minister.
Right.
Which is exactly what you have to be in order to get an exemption. But they ignored that because they didn't like his religion. So they said, no, that doesn't matter now. You're going. But it's legal.
Happened.
Look at all of the paperwork. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. Don't care.
Like I said, it passed with him. I mean, it all smoothed over. Everybody forgot about it or just moved on. Same thing with all this crap going on now.
I certainly hope so, especially with a Bud Light. I like a Bud Light.
Yeah, Bud Light has pretty good beer.
Yeah, I like that.
It's good stuff. All right, we got to get to, we want to first thank the folks here at Othello's again for allowing us to come in and totally turn this place upside down every week. They've got a location in Norman on Campus Corner. Great Italian food, and the one here in Edmond. We also have to thank Flash Hauler, major sponsor of the program. Flash Hauler, they move merchandise like Uber moves people. We got a bunch of details coming up on what's going on with Flash Hauler and how they are the game changers in the moving industry. But first, we got to get to two tough trivia.
Kind of tough one this time around. Actually, it's not tough at all. You guys are going to get it just like that.
Yeah.
Homosexuality.
What?
Is illegal in this country. It's punishable by death.
Holy cow.
However, this same country will pay for your sex change.
Wait a minute.
Punishable. Homosexuality is illegal, punishable by death, but this country will pay for your sex change. And in fact, it is the second most change country that has a sex change than anyone. Second in the world. Now, what country is this?
Is it a country we'd say, "Oh, I'm familiar with them," or no?
Yes, you are. You are.
Really? Okay. So it wouldn't be Amsterdam.
No, it's somewhere. Is it on the south part of the hemisphere?
Oh no, now we got a geography.
I'm sorry. I was gonna ask this question.
Is it north of the Mason-Dixon line?
Is it like the Philippines?
No.
Am I close?
Is it?
You're close to something. I don't know.
Tahiti.
No, not Tahiti. Tell you what, we'll come back and we'll find out what.
Is it UK?
No, we'll come back and give you the correct answer. I thought you'd get it right off the bat. Now you'll be
Bangkok.
Bangkok would be the one.
Really sounds correct, but it's not. But it's
all
not.
right. Well, at the end of the podcast, we'll give you the answer. We want to say hi to some folks checking us out today. Chandra Tucker says, hey, Jack and Ron. Millie Stone. Hello, guys. Happy Monday. Hey, Millie, how are you? Good to have you with us. John Bennett, his usual.
Woohoo!
Nancy Hoffman says, Ron Williams and 2 other people are watching with you. Oh, really? Good to have Nancy with us.
Really?
Is she? Oh, she's guessing the UK.
Yeah.
Well, and Joel Reagan. Do you remember Joel? We used to work with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
we
we
worked with him
did.
at Kiss FM.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then is he up in Kansas City still? Joel, are you still in Kansas City? Or you doing something else?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Is this your spare time? They give you to walk around or what? Just kidding, man. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he was working up there for a long time, I thought. He went up to Kansas City.
Yeah.
I think that Rocket guy went up there too. Remember Ronnie Rocket? He was up in. He had worked in Oklahoma City, and then he went to Kansas City.
Yeah, we ran a lot of them out of this town, man. We really did.
They loved us for it. Susan G. Tate is watching too, so good to have you with us. Susan.
Oh, okay, here's Nancy. Well, yeah, that's Nancy, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm still going through the same thing. You get them, I don't. By the way, Brittany Chicken Legs got married some years ago. I do not know what you paid. I don't need to know. I went to the wedding and I went afterwards, so I figured it was like a big chunk. Anyway, the average wedding now, folks, this is the average wedding now costs $29,000.
Wow,
That's the average.
Elope. That's all I got to say. Elope for the sake of your parents' bank account. By the way, Crypto Blue is also watching, and Catherine Ferguson. Thanks to all you guys for checking us out today. Appreciate it. Okay, we got to get to asinine trivia. This is where we quiz Richard, our producer. We hit him with asinine. Man, I was just looking at my paperwork. So many other things to talk about. I don't know if I'll get to all of it. I'm really worried now. Asinine trivia. It's a contest we came up with years ago because our sales department at the radio station would come to us and say, look, we got a really good prize to give away. I want you to build it up because it's not like a Cadillac or something, but make it sound like it. We've got a discount coupon for having your shoes resoled. Now, it doesn't cover all the resoling, but 10% off resoling your shoes.
And we don't guarantee the resoling will be leather.
Yeah, so just go ahead and make it sound bigger than life. So we decided, oh, hell with that idea. We're going to do something so easy that anybody could get it right. Asinine trivia. Trivia so easy, it's asinine. Richard, question 1. What device do most people use to place a telephone call?
Telephone.
There you go. Got it.
Cell phone, telephone.
In what room? Question 2 now. They get tougher as we go on. In what room of a house would you most likely find a toilet?
Bathroom.
Bathroom is correct.
Porta
Finally.
potty?
It used to be outside.
Outside. what was it called? The
Outhouse.
Outhouse. There we go.
If you want it out, get out of the house.
All right. Question 3. Final question. They become more difficult. Name the 2 guys who have won more broadcast awards than any other broadcasters in Oklahoma.
Oh, boy.
Who prefer to eat their jelly beans from the belly button of a kangaroo while having a Japanese masseuse rub granola on their buttocks.
This is tough.
And who also performed the #1 video podcast in America.
How can you get this, man? Well, you did get it. Yeah.
Jack Damn Elliott, Ron Damn Williams. Good job.
The masseuse threw me off. They always throw me off. The masseuse.
That little last.
masseuse was
Yeah.
a little aggressive.
By the way, we've got a website you need to check out. Jack and Ron, JackandRon.com.
Thank you.
JackandRon.com. We got our own website going there. We got a lot of other things going.
Yeah, and that was something I wanted to lay on you too, because
Sure.
you guys, we're folks. We're from the people. We're with you. We're all together. Did you know that there are a lot of phrases that we do share that people are getting really tired of? They want to get rid of them.
What phrases do they want to get rid of now? 'Cause
Well,
every year they do one of these surveys.
Yeah, I'm only going to do the top 2 or 3 here. Let's see. The customer is always right. People want to get rid of that.
That is true.
That's a good one. Because more and more businesses are, becoming lax, not doing a very good job. You go into retail outlets and it's like, Yeah, what do you want? So now the customer is not always right.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've seen some customers go into a store and it's like,
You've talked about it, Jack. Remember, I think you did like a news segment to where a lady shot, or a person shot the person at Wendy's for not giving enough barbecue.
Yeah, I remember there's something like that. It's happened at fast food restaurants all over the country, for crying out loud.
Yeah, those who go through the drive-through, work the drive-through window, they feel that, I'm
said
empowered. Yeah. Okay, the other was sorry, but not sorry.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Yeah.
That's a term. I've never used that one. But
let's see. Money can't buy happiness. You lie.
Yeah.
You lie. Yes, it can. When I've had money, which a long time ago, I was happy as could be.
Yeah, having money is what do they say? Money may not make you totally happy, but it's sure a hell of a lot better to live with it than without.
Yeah, it makes your path towards more money a lot easier.
Yeah.
And finally, just saying. Just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah, I hate that. Just saying.
I know. I hate that. Just saying.
What are you just saying?
Just saying. Yeah.
What are you saying?
Well,
Speak English.
Well, if you had washed the car properly, just saying.
Well,
all right,
properly
whatever.
would be you watching it. How
There
about
you
that?
go. Beautiful.
All right. A little bit later on this morning, it's afternoon actually. Are you having a problem getting a date? Especially if you're, I don't know, trying to get it together so you can go out and have your first date. Well, they have a color that you should not wear on your first date. It will help them say no second date for you.
I would say brown.
What color
Brown
is it?
Brown. I think brown.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, I mean, all right. Also, got to say hi to Sonny Beam.
Wait.
Sonny Beam is watching today. Thank you, Sonny. I got another one for you. This is an interesting story. A nightclub in Australia got in a little hot water. The nightclub is called Woolshed on Hindley. Must be an Australian thing. They did a promotion where they offered women free drinks based on their bra size. What's wrong with that? The ad on social media said, "The bigger, the better." Women,
Sure, there's a lot wrong with it.
women would get 1 free drink for an A cup, 2 for a B cup, and 3 for a C cup.
All right. What do they get for browsing drunk?
And that wasn't bad enough. They also encouraged women to remove their bras, saying, "Lift your bra. It's uncomfortable. Hang it up and let loose, ladies."
Now, who said this?
This was
and who agreed to it?
Who disagreed? I mean, who complained?
Well, let's see. I would imagine
Who in the
something
hell
like
complained?
that bar is going to be full of guys.
Probably.
It's going to be a sausage factory there, and I don't know how many women are going to come, but as you know, the same woman that comes up for the special this week or today will be back the next day or whenever, and you'll get, all you do is you'll start seeing the same old regulars when you want to see some new bra sizes.
Yeah. Sandra Weber is watching today. I wonder how she feels about that story.
I don't know.
Hey, I got to say congratulations to Jack and Ron. Congratulate our good friend and super chef, Chef Andrew Black, winner of the James Beard Award for outstanding work in the culinary arts. Great guy. He owns and operates Gray Sweater, name of a bar or restaurant, I should say. Very high-end restaurant down there near Bricktown. His creations are out of this world. Also nominated was Chef Jeff Chancellon, I hope I pronounced that right, of Ma de Lao Kitchen. Ma de Lao Kitchen. It's a Laotian restaurant, and he is also from Oklahoma. Both of them from Oklahoma.
Hey, all right now.
Both got some real good cooking. Whenever you go to other cities, it's like you can't just really be like, "Oh, how was their food?" Well, Oklahoma got good cooking.
Oklahoma's got some really good food.
Yeah,
and good
chefs,
restaurants,
and
no doubt.
Yeah, we used to have a chef that came on. I think it was once a month, something like that. Or I've forgotten his name.
Yeah,
and he would come in and create different dishes.
I can't remember. That guy was great too.
I can't remember his name.
It wasn't Chef Black, although I've been to Chef Black's for what do they call that? Chef's Kitchen, where they invite you down and he provided us a 12-course meal. This was years ago when he was at the Skirvin. It was great.
Yeah. He's no longer I know he was at Vast for a while, but now he's no longer at Vast, right?
He owns Gray Sweater, which is Really nice.
That when he was at with Vast, the one thing that I tried first off that I was trying to feel country about it. It was black eyed peas, pork belly, and cornbread. And let me tell you something. I started to cancel that entree and said, "Hey, bring me a big bowl of that." But anyway, congratulations, man. You deserve it. It's. I'm hoping you get the type of response from your town that you deserve for an honor like that.
That's huge, very huge. By the way, we got a quick little note here with regards to OU softball. We'll get to some audio here of that in a moment. Their championship win. Jordy Ball, the big pit, you know Jordy, right?
Yes.
Key piece of the Sooners, announced her decision to leave the program.
Oh,
she's
man.
leaving the program. Didn't say where she's going, but she's leaving the program.
Well, hopefully she's turning pro.
Yeah, you know, I've talked to or actually I went to a dinner or a luncheon about 2 weeks ago. The lady who's now the new owner of the Oklahoma City Spike, I believe is the name of the new professional softball women's team. And she said straight up, these women don't make money like professional men athletes. So that's the only thing, is they said it's got to be all about name recognition. What is that, the NIL stuff?
I don't know.
You've got to make money off your endorsements.
Yeah, well, at the end of the game, you could always invite them for a beer.
Sure.
And, of course, base it on their bra size.
Hey, hey.
Only try to work it into some type of money-making scheme for them.
Yeah.
No disrespect, ladies. None.
One of our followers here, Sonny, just reminded me, not the Spike, it's the Oklahoma City Sparks.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was Sparks, like the WNBA team.
Yeah. Sparks. Thank you, Sonny. Appreciate that. So that's the new women's softball team. I think they get their season underway in about another week or two. Also, wanted to mention the fact that the Saudis now own golf. You remember how the PGA was, our property, the PGA, and then the Saudis came up with this Live Golf, LIV, and some of the PGA players went to join that because they were offering astronomical amounts of money.
That's right.
And then some of our players said no because of the Saudis' involvement with 9/11 or 9/11, the bombing, all the Al-Qaeda and all that crap. We're not going. Tiger Woods turned down $700 million to do that, to show pride in America and all that.
Didn't he go ahead and join?
No, he did not.
Okay.
Really? I heard he did not.
I think it went up to 800 and he still didn't.
He still didn't join. And it's just amazing because
going to need that attorney money.
Being a Saudi organization, Live Golf had offered massive amounts of money to all these golfers. Some of them took it. Some of them turned it down over just proper ethics, if you want to call it that. Anyhow, well, they now own golf. You can forget the PGA having anything to say because he who has the most money wins. The Saudis have all the freaking money. So the PGA, well, then they have the last say in where you'll play a tournament, when you'll play a tournament.
You know what
you
that
can
is?
Forget that.
Those are the people at the top who are bumping heads right now because the people below, all you care about is the money.
Yep.
I'll say this. Remember the
Titans?
No, not. Hey. No, I'm talking about in football. Remember when there was the NFL and then there was the AFL, and they talked about that until everybody looked down on them until the Jets came and knocked the Colts around, and and look at in the the NBA, you had the ABA. So this could be just a merging of the two.
I'd like to think so, but I just think Saudis, man.
See, that's the thing.
They also own the wrestling too.
Yeah, they own wrestling now. Yeah. And it's because they've got all the money.
But as of 6 days ago, but Tiger Woods is still held strong.
Yeah.
He's still what now?
6 days ago, they say that he still has held strong to.
Yeah, he said no way.
Well, the part I don't understand is why do we always look at other countries doing things that affect us as far as money goes? Can't we do the exact same thing? Don't we have the same cash that they have. I'll put it this way: we definitely have the best golfers. We have.
They got some aggressive oil.
They got some money.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Hey, we can't do anything. We're just going to stand here and just let it happen.
Look
Come
at
on,
it,
man.
Look at it this way.
Slide me some bills.
Lionel Messi, who you might not be that familiar with, but Lionel Messi, the soccer player, best soccer player in the world, the Saudis offered him $400 million a year to come play soccer over there, and he said, it's the Saudis. They're poison. So he come to Miami.
He denied it too?
Yeah,
okay.
So he's coming to Miami International. He's now going to be part of the Major League Soccer teams in America, and my daughter and her husband have season tickets to the Cincinnati team, the MLS, and so now Messi will be coming to play there, so they've got tickets for that. Here's what I found really interesting. Once Messi signed with Miami, it used to be that the cheapest ticket you could get for a Miami game was $29. The cheapest ticket you can get today, after he signed, $429.
See, that's the back end of that. Well, we're paying this much money. So happy you didn't go overseas to play for them. But I've got to go ahead and make you some money.
What's the other top soccer player?
Well, Pele, but he's gone.
He's dead.
Away, Christian. Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. I want to say Ronaldo,
is that
but
not it?
it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, maybe that's it.
I think he joined.
He's another.
I think he joined the Saudi league.
He did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, bye to him.
Well, I'm telling you, it's going to take a while. I don't know how long, but it's going to take a while for them to the people at the top to work it all to work that all out, because it's always the players. I mean, it's like the players are little puppets, and the people at the top are doing their little deal with the strings and things of that nature. If they had something about best podcast or something like that, if there was some competition, well, would you go? If they started offering, hey, you guys give you I don't know, $200,000-$300,000 a year to go ahead and do your podcast here, what would you do?
Probably not do it. I mean, if it was
okay,
if it was like
if
it was 200 million, yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah,
but
I said up to $3
million, or you said 300,000?
300,000.
That's not enough.
No, 300,000. That is not enough.
No.
300. My apologies. $300 million.
I might consider it then.
Yeah.
But then again, if you've got Tiger Woods money or Lionel Messi money, you look at it like, big deal.
Well, for as long as we've known each other, I know that you don't have that kind of money.
I don't even come close.
And you know that I don't have that kind of money either. So I'll have to look at that and say, you know what? We worked hard to get up to this particular point where someone wants to pay this much money.
Maybe we can get the Saudis to take over the show.
Meet you at the airport, or better still, you just pay us an American. We'll stay here and broadcast.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
right here at Othello's.
There you go.
All right, Jessica Coolick is watching. So is Peter O'Brien and Susie Woodring and Mary Ratcliffe, Catherine Ferguson. All you guys checking it out. Thanks so much. All right, we got a piece of audio for you.
Well, we're running behind.
I know we are running behind, but we got so much cool stuff to do here today. Oh my God. Okay, I'll settle down. We talked about the softball women of the University of Oklahoma beating Florida State in the big national championship games. The final call says it all. Listen up.
Winningest season in history with a 7th national championship. Sooners take the series 2-0 over Florida State. They get the three-peat. They extend the winning streak to 53 games. And they have their 6th crown in a decade.
That's 53 games in a row.
Tell me about it. Can you imagine after that how Remington Park was just absolutely just swamped?
Happy.
Coming over there. Yeah, hey,
happy people.
Yeah, and congratulations to them. I hate the picture. The star pitcher is leaving, but
Jordy Ball announced today she's leaving the program.
I tell you, it has to be either marriage or she's going to the pros. But the pros don't make that much money, as you were saying earlier. And there are rumors, and there's always been rumors that with outside money and under the table, all that kind of stuff, that they do pretty well. But
And
I hate that.
Now it's legal for them to endorse products, whether it's a car dealer or a soft drink or whatever.
Did they explain that to her? Like, hey, you can make you a ton of money, and you don't have to do anything except to say, I use it.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, basically, they pay them a fortune to do that.
Yep.
How much money do you think they're paying Charles Barkley and Stephen Curry and Eli Manning to do those Subway commercials?
Oh, a ton.
my
And
God,
I'll tell you
Those
what,
college students
they're
get
pretty.
paid how much more than them now?
Yeah.
What's
Some
that?
of those college students are getting paid like
Oh yeah,
More than those
get a
guys?
ton.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And let's face it, they are desperate. Charles Barkley, come on.
Well,
What was that young lady?
He's a
who
big
won the
time
LSU?
gambler. That's where
I
his
know,
money
yeah,
goes.
well, yeah,
What
but
was it one young lady who won the the LSU, played for LSU basketball? Angela.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, her endorsement deals are huge.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, I figured I got to figure though Barkley and Stephen Curry.
I
Those
mean,
guys aren't
yeah.
broke.
Now, Curry
they're
and
not broke. Yeah,
Serena
they're
Williams
not,
and all of
yeah.
those, yeah.
They're
But
greatly expensive, but when you see how much college students are getting paid too,
Yeah.
you're like,
Really?
wow, that's
and seeing
more than what I
Barkley,
thought.
Barkley complained enough that Shaq was getting so many different types of commercials. Somebody finally listened to him and gave him that spot with Subway.
All right, we got to say hi to Sanjul Bao, who's watching, and Michael Arms is checking us out today. Thanks a lot. Okay, we got to take a quick commercial break, let you know what's going on, and thank all the terrific sponsors of this enormous #1 video podcast in America. You know, it's on Facebook every Monday at 1 o'clock. We're also on our YouTube page. That's the Jack and Ron Show, if I'm not mistaken, on YouTube. We got a website, jackandron.com. Anything else I need to plug, Richard, that I'm forgetting?
Telephone number.
Oh, phone number. Yeah, we do have a private phone number for you to call. 405 is the area code, then 509-5030.
That's private now. Remember that.
Private phone number just for us. Let me give it to you again. 405-509-5030. So 405-509-5030.
And Richard, they could call right now if they wanted to, could
Yes.
they not? Right this very instant, folks.
Yeah, and leave a message.
Yeah.
Leave a message. Let us know what you're doing, okay? And let us know what you need. Not that we'll come through and provide
they can
it.
Call
Let
in
us
and
know.
I can patch them through if they want.
Okay, yeah, we can
know.
patch you through if you want to call now. 405-509-5030. All right, let's take a break. Back in a flash.
Hey Jack, BK, I need some wings. Are you guys up there?
Affirmative. Your backup is cloud-based. It's all on the cloud nowadays.
That's funny. But you guys have the wings?
Winger, Jack. Winger. Winger. Hey, they had a couple of big hits back in the 80s, remember? Winger, big hair.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louie's, where we're preparing food fresh daily. Come try one of our great new sandwiches. Or wings with any of 7 delicious sauces. Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
We've got this down to a science. Over. Yeah, we're just not up here winging it.
Hey Jack, BK.
Hey, Al, I thought we were meeting at Othello's.
Hey, Jack, I am at Othello's.
Well, I'm looking around and I don't see you. Well, wait, are you at Othello's in Edmond?
No, I'm at Othello's in Campus Corner in Norman.
Oh, great. Well, fortunately, both Othello's have great Italian food.
They sure do, and I'm having the baked ziti.
Ooh, I'm having chicken marsala.
Let's continue with the meeting.
Yeah, sure thing, over the phone, but I need one thing.
What's that?
Your credit card number, because you're buying. Othello's Italian Restaurant on Campus Corner in Norman and in downtown Edmond.
You bought it online, and now you need to haul that big couch. Flash hauler it. Bought a washer or dryer and need to transport it from the seller's location to yours? Flash hauler it. Have office furniture to move across town? Flash hauler it. Car breakdown and you need a tow? Flash hauler it. Anytime you need furniture or appliances moved or need a tow, Flash hauler it. Haul it, tow it, deliver it with Flash Hauler. Download the Flash Hauler app free. Do it now. Flash Hauler. Flash Hauler, great company, major sponsor of this podcast, the Jack and Ron #1 video podcast in America. They are growing. Flash Hauler is evolving into one of Oklahoma's most innovative companies. They're a true game changer in the moving industry. Uber transports people. Flash Hauler transports merchandise.
That's right. If you need something moved from point A to point B, Flash Hauler can get it moved as soon as today or tomorrow. It's just that simple. And they offer a huge variety of services, including furniture moves, storage moves, office moves. What, you got fired? Get all this stuff out of there. Entire house moves and material delivery and senior moves as well.
They got it all. Oh, by the way, we always said, well, they have Flash Hauler drivers and they have Flash Hauler heroes and so forth. Now they're just all flash hauler service providers, and they can move all the furnishings out of your home or office when you need to. Most important, you can go online, get an estimate online for your job in a flash from Flash Hauler on their website, flashhauler.com, FLASHOLR.com. It's quick, it's easy. All moves come with a simple flat rate, no hourly charges. That's how they've become the game changers in the moving industry. So get your flat rate estimate online right now. Flash Hauler, FLASHOLR.com. Check them out right here, right now.
All right. Surprises a little bit later on. We'll tell you about it, courtesy of Flash Hauler. But right now, there are people out there who are stumped. There are people out there that are at a crossroads and don't know which way to go. So where do they go? They go to Jack and Ron. Smart move on their part. We'll see.
It's time for email, and Mike Williams is now watching along with Michael Arms and Ty Ha. Hey, Ty. Thanks for joining. Ty Ha. Thank you very much for joining. Thanks for checking it out. Here comes your email for the day.
Dear Jack and Ron, is there such a thing as sexual blackmail?
Oh, yeah.
My wife refused. when I read this, I was just nodding. Yeah. My wife refuses to have sex unless she gets what she wants. It could be a gift or something, as long as it's in her favor. It was fun at first. Now it's a rule.
Ooh.
I can and have thought about someone else. I'm trying to stay right, guys, but this game is getting old. What do I do? Well, first of all, if you have to be nice to her to get sex, you have to come to the real conclusion, your wife's a hoe. So, and
nice, yeah.
And that's just it.
Yeah.
And if she is, then you have to go ahead and cut her whole privileges.
Oh.
Which is blackmailing you.
What privileges?
What's she gonna do? What is she gonna do?
Ron speaking facts.
Yeah.
What is she gonna do? Go find someone else? Well, you're better off. Straighten up? Well, you're better off. So
Yeah.
this is the move for you. You know, there are some guys that they get off on that, but no, you sound like a man.
All right, very well. I hope we answered your question and I hope we solved your dilemma.
But we won't appear at your divorce.
Send us an email next week and let us know how it goes. All right, we got to get to Roy, the movie guy. He's with us every week, kind of giving us a quick rundown what's going on at the box office, at the theaters. Here is Roy.
Struck her out.
All right, Roy at the game.
Roy's doing play-by-play now.
We had a great weekend. Now let's talk about what's opening up this weekend at the box office. First, we have The Blackening, starring Grace Byers, Melvin Gregg, and Dwayne Perkins. 7 friends go away for the weekend, only to find themselves trapped in a cabin with a killer who has a vendetta. They must pit their street smarts and knowledge of horror movies against the murderer to stay alive. Rated R, with a runtime of 1 hour and 36 minutes long. Up next, we have the new Pixar animated movie from Disney called Elemental, with the voice talents of Leah Lewis, Mamoudou Athie, Catherine O'Hara, and Joe Pera. In a city where fire, water, land, and air residents live together, a fiery young woman and a go-with-the-flow guy discover something elemental, how much they actually have in common. Rated PG with a runtime of 1 hour and 42 minutes long. And finally, we have a movie that I believe will be the #1 movie at the box office, and that is The Flash, starring Ezra Miller, Michael Keaton, Michael Shannon, Sasha Calle. Worlds collide when the Flash uses his superpowers to travel back in time to change the events of the past. However, when his attempt to save his family inadvertently alters the future, he becomes trapped in a reality in which General Zod has returned, threatening annihilation. With no other superheroes to turn to, the Flash looks to coax a very different Batman out of retirement and rescue an imprisoned Kryptonian. Not the one he is looking for, that is. Rated PG-13 with a runtime of 2 hours and 35 minutes long. And that's a look at what's opening up this weekend at the box office. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Roy. Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah, and a little bit later on, we'll tell you who won the box office this weekend. But The Flash is very interesting. It's sort of based, I think, on a book that they had out called Paradox, in which Flash went back to save his mother, and all of a sudden, the world he created was like, wow, it was crazy. Anyway, I saw some extended scenes from this, and I hope it does well, because this Flash got in trouble with the production company, and they almost fired him. So I've seen some extended cuts of this. You will love it.
All right, we got to say hi to Orisa Ann Martinez. Orisa Ann Martinez is checking us out today on Facebook and on the YouTube channel, Jack and Ron. Has anybody called our number, 405-509-5030?
I could actually play a voicemail that came in.
Really?
Okay.
Did it come in just a little while ago?
It came in Wednesday last week.
Okay. Is it any good?
I don't know. I haven't listened to it.
Oh, good.
Good God,
Keep your finger on that button.
Hello, this message is intended for Brad M. Kirshner. My name is Rebecca Rajoon, and I am calling on behalf of American Express. I am sorry that I missed you today, and if you could please call me at your earliest convenience, I would like to discuss how we can work with you to continue to support your business. I can be reached at 888-211-3818. We are available to take return.
There we go.
So she's calling some other guy, somebody named Brad.
Brad and Kirshner.
Brad and Kushner. Okay.
Huh.
And something to do with American Express and his business.
Yes.
So obviously the only call we got was a wrong number.
Yep.
I love it.
Jack, could you one more time? Could you slide that number out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and share that phone number with you. If you want to call it and leave us a voicemail, you can, or we can even patch you in live. Area 405-509-5030. So that's 405-509-5030. You can call it right now. We got some audio to get to. A couple of people arrested and charged in Ohio for allegedly attacking and robbing the staff at Wendy's.
Man.
Why? Because they forgot to put cheese on their chicken sandwich. Well, that's a good
isn't it
reason.
advertised as cheese on the chicken?
I believe so.
That's
well,
what I thought.
Dominique Ezel and Jelenia Stewart
paid for
are now facing robbery charges after they allegedly tried to take an employee's phone during the fight. Here are people in the community talking about what happened.
Oh my gosh, what kind of cheese were you missing? They're never going to forget cheese again.
A bit over the top. She might have really been having a bad day, and she really got a little bit out of control, it sounds like.
I think she could have just asked them to put some cheese up there. I would quit.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would quit. Well, I guess so if you've been...
So I get the idea that the woman checked and didn't see her cheese and then went crazy instead of saying, you forgot the cheese. Could I have some cheese on this? Or could I have another sandwich with my cheese
And
on
most
it?
places will just they'll reissue the sandwich with the cheese.
Yeah. Or not charge you.
Hopefully, Danny Hobson is checking us out today, too. Hey, Danny, thanks for checking out the Jack and Ron #1 video podcast in America. Time now for News of the I'll Be Damned.
All right.
You know, if you're at a Sonic drive-in and you want a hot dog and Coke, you're probably expecting a refreshing Coca-Cola. An unarmed female went to a Sonic... Unarmed? Oh, unnamed. I'm sorry. I hope to God she's unarmed.
What kind of Coke is this, man?
An unnamed female customer went to a Sonic in New Mexico last Tuesday, ordered a Coney dog. When she bit into it, she found a plastic bag filled with some kind of powder. Turns out it was a baggie of cocaine. Fortunately, she didn't ingest any of it. She called the cops, and they arrested a 54-year-old man who worked at the Sonic. He inadvertently placed the baggie in her order as he was preparing it. People make mistakes like that all the time.
Yeah, but that's why he's at Sonic.
Doesn't he get a at the age of 54?
Yeah,
doesn't he get a second chance?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, in the surveillance footage, he gets stressed and looks like he's lost something. He reportedly admitted to buying the cocaine earlier in the parking lot. Man was charged with felony possession. Dang.
Wonder who he was trying to shoot it to.
Yeah, who was he trying to? Or was he trying to really hold on to it and accidentally I think he accidentally put it in her bag with her.
If you've got it,
wiener.
if you got it, I tell you what, you put it in your pocket, you go put it in your car, you put it in the trunk or
Sure.
whatever. You don't walk around, hey, look at this.
Yeah, and especially in the area where you're preparing the food.
Yeah.
I mean, some poor lady bites into a wiener and gets cocaine. That's just not what she was expecting.
I think
Maybe I said that wrong. All right. Here we go. Got another piece of audio for you. Oh, wait, is it time? Yeah, it's time for this audio because today we had 4 audio clips instead of the usual 3. Evangelist Pat Robertson died at the age of 93. Best known for his hosting the 700 Club on TV, but he had many opinions, some of them very strong. After one of the major tornado outbreaks here in Oklahoma, he made some comments suggesting we were not very smart to build our home in a place where tornadoes happen. And we just happened to save that audio from years ago. Here is Pat Robertson talking about how stupid we are.
Why do you build houses in a place where tornadoes are apt to happen?
Not so much why did God send them, but why didn't he intervene?
If enough people were praying, he would intervene. You could pray. Don't blame God for doing something foolish.
Yeah, don't blame God for us being so damn foolish as to build a home in Tornado Alley.
Yeah, you think about it. How long did it take the scientists and meteorologists to figure out that we were in the middle of what they call Tornado Alley? What happened? I think there were homes and stuff already here.
Sure.
So, sorry, my man.
Now
you're gone, but...
Did you see the report that came out yesterday that they said Tornado Alley is no longer an Oklahoma thing?
That's right.
It's moved to Arkansas, Georgia, and Mississippi?
Yeah.
That area. That part, and that part of the country is now considered more of a Tornado Alley because tornadoes are more prevalent or have been occurring more often there than here.
Yeah, you said Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. I think Louisiana,
Arkansas was one of them too.
Yeah, and I'd say the more sinful part of this country. Come on, Pat. Where are you now? Why don't you say something now?
Ron Patterson in the flesh.
God is condemning those from that sinful area of the country.
Send the big wind after you.
All right, we got to get to, I know what it's time for.
The Sleezy Trashy Show Biz report.
Okay, remember the milkshake star, Kellis? My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Yeah. Well, it brought Bill Murray. They're dating now. He's 72, she's 43.
Way to go, Bill.
Yeah, way to go, Kellis.
Yeah.
How hard is she going to have to work? Not hard at all. Kim Kardashian says she likes the lights off during sex. She says it's kind of strange because she'll go out on a set in nothing but a thong, but when it comes to sex, she likes the lights out.
Okay.
The next video game to get its own film will be The Legend of Zelda. And considering what the Mario Brothers did and some others, man, this is going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
That's going to be like the next Marvel story. Like they're showing all these different video games, and at the end they're all going to be.
And I'm impressed with what that Mario movie did.
It's really good.
Unbelievable.
You still haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
I need to get you a copy.
Okay. Yeah, boot one for me, will you?
Boot, old school bootleg for Jack.
Okay, thank you.
As long as you promise to watch it.
Man,
I will.
Man, y'all just like Trump, confessing right here in front of everybody.
I want to give it to you in the Wendy's Coney dog, okay?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. All right. Fox says Tucker Carlson is violating his contract by having a program on Twitter, by being on Twitter. We'll see how that particular thing works out. That's how, I guess, two buddies, Fox and Tucker, are broken apart by the Dominion's $700,000 lawsuit.
$700 million.
$700 million,
yeah.
Man, I keep getting these millions and thousands. Man, I need to check a few paychecks here. I may be cheating myself. Sylvester Stallone says Arnold Schwarzenegger was the better action star of the 80s.
Wow.
Those two are good buddies.
That's
so he
impressive.
Can say that.
Yeah.
And let's see, thanks to new speakers, 288 of them, Metallica's festival performance could be heard, and they measured 15 miles away.
Oh my God.
Now,
talk about the loudest damn thing on earth.
15 miles away. What if you're in row 3?
Yeah.
What's that coming out of your ear? It looks like blood.
As soon as you go to the show, you walk out and go to the Belltone hearing aid facility. What?
Jeez.
Good God.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck want Trump to stop using a video from their movie Air.
Wow.
Let's see. Britney Spears is denying a new report that she's on meth And her ex-husband, Kevin Federline, is backing his ex-wife up. Transformers, Rise of the Beast is number one at the box office with $61 million domestic, $171 million worldwide, and beating out Spider-Man.
I'm surprised it beat out Spider-Man so quickly.
Yeah, well, yeah, you right have to think about that, especially with all of the comments, the raves that Spider-Man, across the multiverse. But what do you say?
It's a good summer for movies, though.
And did you like, let's see, Grandview or Young Rock on TV?
Young Rock, I did.
Yeah, okay. They've been canceled.
Oh,
all right.
I like that kid who played the Young Rock. Too.
Yeah,
He's good. That's
your Hollywood update. And what's so funny? Young Rock is up against on Fox WWE.
Coincidence.
He lost that one, baby.
Weird coincidence. We got to say hi to Sandra Weber, Dean Couch, Kathy Hill Weatherspoon, and Eng Guan Tao. Eng Guan Tao. We got a lot of people in other lands checking out the show today. Thanks to you guys. We appreciate it.
Trying to figure out what the heck is going on.
Thanks to all you guys. I don't care where you are. Ron and I don't care. No matter where you are in the world, thanks for watching this podcast, and thanks to the folks here at Othello's Italian Restaurant in Edmond, Oklahoma.
Appreciate it. We really
If you come from another state or another land to Oklahoma, make sure you stop by Othello's Italian Restaurant. All right. Another piece of audio for you, and you're going to love it. Well, maybe that's too much of a build-up.
No. You got to. I consider us average guys. We love this stuff, especially this particular bit. It's crazy. You will
All right.
too.
Another classic Leave It to Beaver episode featuring the Jack and Ron version of the classic TV show from long ago. This time, Beaver is having to go with his mom to El Paso, and his teacher, his school teacher, Miss Landers, is thrilled because it's a chance for her to steal Beaver's dad away from Beaver's mom. Let's check it out.
Gee, Dad, I feel kind of creepy.
Oh, why is that, Beav?
Well, Mom has to go visit Aunt Marge in El Paso, and she wants me to come along to keep her company. But Mom and I are worried about what you're going to do for dinner and getting your laundry done and things when we're gone.
No, don't worry about me.
I told Mom maybe Aunt Marge would come here, but Mom said Aunt Marge always clogs up our toilet. Do you think it would be best for us to see Aunt Marge if we go see her instead of us having Aunt Marge come to the house?
I think you should go to Aunt Marge's. Do you know how much a plumber costs? I mean, when they sneak that snake down that, that costs a lot of money. Go see her. Go now.
I'm glad we're flying to El Paso to see Aunt Marge. It's too far to drive. That way you'll still have the station wagon so you can get around town. Oh, and Dad, my teacher, Miss Landers, heard that Mom and I were going to El Paso, and she stood up from her desk and said something like, "Class dismissed. There's no homework tonight. I'm going to Victoria's Secret." Miss Landers also gave me the name of a friend of hers in El Paso and told me this friend will give me a small caliber handgun, and Miss Landers said I'm supposed to put it in Mom's purse just before we go through airport security. I guess Miss Landers is concerned about keeping me and Mom safe. Dad, I think Miss Landers will be nice enough to invite you over to her house for a sleepover. She also said she is going to be putting satin sheets on her bed. Why doesn't Miss Landers tell us all this stuff? Or why does she tell us all this stuff? Why didn't she just put it on Twitter?
Yeah, I got to talk to Miss Landers. She's just too much chin music with you. I don't know what the deal is.
Dad,
but remember, B, whatever you hear, and after you tell me, just wipe it out of your mind. You don't need to talk to Mom or anything.
Okay, Dad, I got to go to the bathroom.
There you go. Another Jack and Ron episode of Leave It to Beaver. Let's say hi to Susan G. Tate, checking us out today. So is Steve Dixie Oaks. It's Steve and Dixie, friends of mine. We were at the Chicago Tribute Authority concert the other night at Belle Isle Brewery. Great show. The band put on these guys are out of Dallas. They sound just like the band Chicago. But Steve is the guy who owns Biotech, big supporter of this show, the Jack and Ron podcast, and they manufacture and make Shine Time, which we all use to clean and shine our vehicles. Yeah. Shine Time, great product. Check it out with Biotech.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up about this weekend. I had an opportunity. I don't go out that much, folks. I'm sort of a homebody. But I went to the Sunday night concert series at Scissortail Park, and they had the Cooley High Band there. And
cool.
They rocked it. They really, really did. So,
was the mayor there? David Holt. He loves those things. He goes to most of those.
He wasn't there, but they had some guy there who went up and introduced them, and it was like, okay, we know the band. Get off the stage. Let them go ahead and perform. But anyway, it was great. And if it's a Sunday evening and as the weather continues to get better, support the artists and support the arts, period. And go down and check it out. You'll have a good time.
Definitely. Time for our
Dumbass joke of the day.
Here we go. We have 3 very cheesy jokes, and we ask Ron to pick one of the cheesy jokes. So, as always, Ron gets to pick his cheese. The 3 jokes today. Number 1, the student. Number 2, the employee. Number 3, the lawyer. Again, the student, the employee, the lawyer.
You know, I was going with the lawyer at first until you talked about the softball pitcher who isn't coming back, and she is a student. So let's go with student.
Okay, the teacher in a school asks a young student, what do you want to be when you grow up? And the student says, a doctor. Teacher says, and why is that? Student says, because it's the only profession where you can tell women to take off their clothes and then stick their husbands with the bill. Yeah. Come on, man. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's... Once again, the guy, see how the guy takes it, how he's got to take it. Go ahead.
I got one more for you if you like.
Oh, please.
Okay, please. A worker says to his boss, I bet you $6,000 I can pee in your cup from 20 feet away. He's going to pee in a cup from 20 feet away, and the boss says, okay, I'd like to see you try that. Remember, he bet $6,000. The employee attempts to do so. He can't even come close to being able to pee that far, and he ends up peeing all over the floor. The employee doesn't seem to care that he just lost $6,000. The boss says, aha, you lost $6,000. The boss's secretary jumps up and says, damn it. The boss says, what's wrong? She says, he bet me $200,000 he could pee all over your floor and you wouldn't be unhappy about it.
Oh, clever young man.
Yeah.
He's going places.
Yeah.
He's going places.
Yeah, the unemployment line. Go ahead.
All right. You want one more?
Oh, we demand one more.
All right. A lawyer standing in a long line at the box office to get tickets for some show. Suddenly, he feels a pair of hands kind of kneading his shoulders, his back, his neck. The lawyer turns around and says, what the hell do you think you're doing? And the guy says, I'm a chiropractor, and I'm just keeping in practice while I'm waiting in line. And the lawyer says, well, I'm a lawyer, but you didn't see me screwing the guy in front of me, did you? All right, come on now.
Got him.
That one's all right. That's all right. Yeah.
Do you have a good attorney?
Me?
Yeah.
I've had a couple over the years. I got one.
You got one now?
I think you and I have one in the same.
Okay.
Jim? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk.
Okay. All right. We've got to get to. Time for TriBond.
Uh-oh. We got a malfunctioning unit. TriBond.
Okay. This is where we give you 3 words. You got to come up with one word that works with the 3. Your answer must match ours.
Okay, lay it on us.
This is the one from last week. We give you 7 full days to think about it. 3 words. 1 word works with the 3. The 3 words: apple, honey, wax. Did you have the answer?
I think my wife said.
Yeah.
We said it again.
Apple, honey, wax.
She say bees.
Bees is right.
That's it.
Say bees,
Apple bees, honey bees, beeswax.
Why does it seem so familiar?
I don't know.
I think we.
It felt like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
It's like I'm having deja vu. Honestly.
Yeah,
we did that one before, did we?
I think so because I guessed it in my own mind without saying anything, and I'm saying, wait a minute.
That was kind of a good one too because
Applebee's would be hard.
Applebee's was the tough one. Yeah, that was a tough one. Okay, here's today's TriBond. You have 7 days to think about it. We will come back June 19th and give you an opportunity to give us your answer. TriBond for today. Clock, machine, show. Oh, this one's so easy. A 3-legged dog with no tail and an eye patch could get it. A monkey who's broken banana.
Oh, I got that one.
You got it already.
Yeah. Go ahead, lay it on us. Let me
do it again.
Another one.
Clock, machine, show. You got it.
Huh?
Time is right.
Hey.
Nobody has to wait 7 days for that.
All right. But you know what? You could have another one for next time around.
I could.
Brand new.
Well, maybe we'll check it out on Facebook. Maybe you'll do a Facebook video.
I'll put one up. Yeah, I'll put one up here in the next day a new TriBond
tomorrow
for next week.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's excellent because I asked people to go ahead and send a Too Tough trivia question. Didn't receive any. I guess it was too tough for them. At any rate,
it happens.
At any rate, check us out, and you've got the phone number and everything else. So let's go ahead and make this 405-509-5030. Let's go ahead and make this the tight family it needs to be.
Yeah, come on, you guys. Any one of you people can call us right now at area 405, like Ron said, 405-509-5030, 405-509-5030. Come on, light those lights. Light those lights. Yeah. So go ahead and call. You can leave us a voice message. Doesn't matter from where you're calling around the world.
Yeah.
This show is global. It's coast to coast. #1 worldwide.
I'm looking at the time. You will definitely have to leave a voice message.
#1 worldwide, #1 video podcast in America, available on Jack and Ron's Facebook page each week at 1 o'clock Monday Central Time, and also on Jack and Ron YouTube page, The Jack and Ron Show. All right. Got to wrap it up with Too Tough Trivia.
The question, homosexuality. I say homosexuality. I say homosexuality is illegal in this country. How illegal is it? It's punishable by death. However, this country will pay for your sex change. As a matter of fact, this country is second in the world in paying for sex changes. What country is it?
All right, I'm going to use the country that our friend Millie posted.
Okay.
She said Africa.
Uh-huh.
That's a continent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a continent.
It is a continent. I think she was trying to close it, like Uganda.
Maybe Uganda,
I think
Zimbabwe.
They passed some, very restrictive.
You will be surprised at this country.
Okay, so that's not it.
No.
Okay, then I'm going with.
Is it Mexico?
Is it Rhode Island? That might as well be another country.
It would have been better if you'd said Florida.
Florida, yeah, there you go.
Jeez.
Okay, I'm going to pick one other country just to see if I'm right. Aruba.
No.
Is it in South America?
No, it is not. I'll put it this way. The country that Ronald Reagan first dealt with when he became president.
Right.
Okay. Now, what country is that? The one
Germany?
No.
Russia?
No. Middle East.
Middle East?
Middle East.
Saudi?
Why don't I just go ahead?
Tell me. Yeah, I'm not blowing it.
Iran.
Iran. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, Iran. They one of the tightest countries in the world as far as their religious beliefs.
There you go.
They'll kill you.
All
they
right.
would. Imagine if there was a situation like that in this country where religiously you could do something that will get you killed.
Unbelievable.
By the church.
Well, I don't know why. Once you said Iran, I all of a sudden remembered it. It was. All right, we got to wrap this thing up. We're about done. Got to get out of here. Thanks to Flash Hauler, major sponsor of the show. If you need to move anything, any kind of merchandise, whether it's a washer, a dryer, a sofa, a love seat, could be a whole house full of furniture. They are the game changers in the moving industry. Go to Flash Hauler, FlashHauler.com, FlashHauler.com.
You make it sound like they're movers, but they're not. It's another name, man.
They're
one
service,
that go ahead.
Service providers.
They coined that. It's theirs. Don't steal it.
And they do everything. You name it, they do it for you, and they've got drivers all over the city. It's just mere moments away from you being able to have something transported that you need moved. Also, thanks to the great folks here, Bob, Tammy, Nancy, Jen, all of them here at Othello's Italian Restaurant in Edmond. They've got a location on Campus Corner in Norman. Great Italian food. You'll not find better anywhere else in the service, the people. It's just, got to come here. I come all the time. I love this place.
All right. And, for those of you going out for your first date, we gave you the color not to wear as far as your clothes, and Jack had it correctly. It was brown.
I picked brown as the color not to wear to go on a first date.
And that's the first color. The second color? Gray. Anyway, off we go.
Okay, there you go. All right, so we're going to get out of here, and thanks again to Flash Hauler. Thanks to Othello's. And thanks to you for checking out the #1 video podcast in the world. We'll do it again next Monday at 1 o'clock Central Time. And you can check out, you can follow this up if you want to just hear the audio driving around. You can do it because it all drops, the audio does, all podcast sites on Wednesday. iHeart, Apple, Spotify, TuneIn, Spreaker, Deezer, they're all there.
If they have a podcast, we're there.
All right, when you go out to do what you do it like Jack and Ron. Mm-hmm. Be the best. Like Jack and Ron, be the very best at what you do. Mm-hmm. Be the best. Give it 110, 120, 130% effort. Come on. No slacking. Like Jack and Ron. Go out there. Give it hell.
Bye-bye, everybody.
And good day.